Well, welcome back. I got the whole family with me today, the whole parliament here joining me. My dogs is in the building. What's going on, y'all?
What's
Feeling
going
good
on?
down here in South Florida.
How my niggas living?
For
We
sure.
escaping these COVID times, bro. We on the way out. Do y'all see the light at the end of the tunnel?
Some
I
niggas,
the
some niggas on their way out for real.
I don't think it's ending anytime soon.
I feel
Y'all
like Asian
saw
has something smart to say, but that shit cut out. So fuck you.
Y'all saw they said Twitter workers can work from home forever, and Amazon workers talking about they'll let them. Of course, the nicer people can work from home till October. This shit go until 2021. Promise you.
nicer. You mean the white people? The white
Yeah, the
collar?
white collars,
The
the
white collar?
Higher up.
whites.
Them
Yeah,
niggas slaves in the White House still got to do it.
my job already said we ain't coming back to July, so
Niggas
and
living good. I'm already.
Like
damn.
a soft launch back, or is it just like y'all are like full fledged coming back in July?
They gonna have us come back in waves. So like the essential people are gonna come back, and then like customer service, and then like back office kind of thing.
Same thing. That's we doing like a 25% increment, like 25%, and then see how that go, and then 25.
Cause I'm in report analytics. I hope they tell me to come. Hey man, y'all the last department I need to be here. Y'all can work remotely until whenever.
That shit ain't really sweet like that, but
How y'all feel about working from home? Do y'all like it? Y'all vibe with it? Like, is it for those that are working from home? Like, how?
It was weird at first, but now it's all I know. Like, nigga, when I have to go back, it's gonna be like when you gotta go back to school after summer. Shit's gonna be suck.
Like,
It's gonna be
know
tough.
where things go. Do not compute.
Working from home is the lick, man. But let's jump into the first topic. It's some shit that I really don't know nothing about, to be honest. So I'm gonna let my niggas introduce it to me. I honestly didn't even know the nigga's last name. I just knew his name was Earl.
Uncle Earl.
Similar to the TV show. I really didn't know much about what was going on. So somebody tell me what happened with this nigga Earl.
Go
all right,
ahead.
so,
I'll not let you do it.
all right, so I'll do it. So basically, I think TMZ was the one that reported on it, but basically, Earl's wife and Earl got into an altercation. Come to find out, it was because Earl him and his wife got into an argument earlier. He left the house. She broke into his Snapchat and used like the geo identifier to find out where he was. She pulled up to the house on her homegirls, with the gun, with Earl's gun, and when she bust into the house, Earl was in bed with his brother and a young lady, naked.
Oh,
Naked.
It wasn't just
they
one
was
lady.
running her down.
I
Yeah,
think there was more than one lady too. I think it was an orgy.
it was an
Okay.
orgy. Yeah,
Okay,
they said
okay,
orgy.
better.
Okay.
Better.
So, so
Orgy.
Earl wife pulled the gun on Earl, and they said that she held it like a foot from his head. Pretty much didn't allow the young lady to leave. The friends that she had came with brandished knives, and were swinging. And also Earl's wife, the gun that she had, she took the magazine out because she said she wanted to scare him. However, Earl had one in the head that she didn't know about, and had
On
she
top
taken
of
that gun off safety, yeah, and had she had the gun off safety and like her finger slipped in the thing, it could have been murder she was looking at. So that was the situation. That was the situation that occurred. And
when he got the gun away from her, and when the police came, they described it as they saw him running around with no shirt on and her chasing him, running around with no shirt on and a gun, and her chasing him with a knife. Like,
Bro,
she wasn't done. She didn't get calmed down at any point.
You know what that made me think of is like if she holding a gun to your head, right? Took the magazine out, she think ain't shit. She think there's nothing in it. If you freak out and be like, "Oh shit, bitch, there's one in the chamber," like,
yeah,
"Oh my
one in the
god,"
head,
like if
yeah,
you freak out, she might be like, "Nigga, you being scary. Look, it ain't even nothing in there," and actually pull the trigger. Blow your ass away.
Oh,
yeah.
That's some
situation.
Tiger King shit.
The
I don't
shit,
even know how to respond in that
the shit fucked up because I always had this question. It's like,
Oh,
yes,
it's just one woman.
realize what you mean.
I'm sorry, I'm looking up the story, and it says
They
that
was running one girl down.
just one woman.
Yeah.
So that was a brother train.
That's nasty. I kind of want to get into that too. Would you run a train? Would you run a train with your actual brother? Like,
I mean, who
I
better? Who
don't
better?
know.
Brother.
Give me the, but you run the train with your LB, but like,
Right. That's what I'm
it's
saying. That's weird to even say that. What?
I mean, y'all saying that like you have to run a train, like you
Yeah,
don't
like,
have to do this.
that doesn't have to be
No. No, what we saying is if you gonna run one, why not run the
Running
other?
with
Like
your
you
brother.
already did one with a friend. Why
Because
would
y'all
Man.
have the same grandma.
Like
Like
that.
you
My
gonna meet
brother,
up for Christmas and be like, remember that time?
But he don't gotta be a little brother. What if
First
he an
time.
older brother? Or
yeah, he
like
gonna be your older
Then you're
brother.
his little brother.
but it's not like y'all niggas.
First, they ran down on a female tag team. I'm pretty sure.
Who do you think set it up? Which brother set it up?
This is another
His
part.
brother's name is Seth, by the way.
This is Earl's birthday. This is also Earl's birthday.
It's Earl and Seth.
Hey, I don't want to run down a
Wait.
bitch with my birthday, bro.
Yeah,
What kind of bitch is gonna let niggas named Earl and Seth run them down? Like, bro, like that's not an
niggas
accomplishment.
who got millions of dollars. The niggas who got millions of fucking dollars.
Yeah, but
Okay,
they
so-
also sound like Mumford and Sons, bro.
So the wife and Earl get into a altercation earlier that day.
Yes, and he leaves
So
the house.
he leaves out and like, nigga, it's my birthday. This bitch is fucking tripping.
Mhm.
Let's you call the bitch.
Yeah,
And-
call
And
the
you know
bitch.
he's drunk. If it's his
Call the
birthday,
bitch.
niggas are
Yep.
drinking at that point.
Call the bitch. That's
Like-
exactly what he said. Call the
bitch.
bitch.
Call the bitch.
But yeah, that's and also I just kind of want to springboard that into like, yeah, like niggas hurt your feelings, but like why do women feel the need to then physically, hurt the guy?
Escalate.
Yeah, like
Sorry,
why is it like that?
Are we talking domestic violence right now? Are we
Yeah,
comparing?
yeah, we are.
Yeah,
We're talking
we
to
shouldn't be talking about.
We're
the
talking
business.
an aspect of it, I guess, but yeah.
She just wanted to scare that nigga. She didn't cause him no real harm. You know what I'm saying?
She
could've
thought
hurt
she was
this
she
nigga,
thought she
bro.
was scaring that nigga. I promise you,
thing
if she
is-
found out for sure that she found if somebody like really sat her down and was like, bitch, you're running over there with a bullet in the head. Did you even know? She would think, no, I didn't know that. I'm sure she didn't know that bitch was in there.
Right.
So that just shows you the level of recklessness involved
Let's
in
just
it.
say
Like
it.
shit could have ramped up easily. This could have been Steve McNair.
Yeah, true.
Well,
Let's say it like this.
Hold on. With Steve McNair, that shit was highly intentional. She killed her.
She went over there to murder that nigga. Yeah.
Plotted on that nigga.
It was a murder suicide. That wasn't no. It wasn't
This
no,
could have been Terrell Pryor who got stabbed by his girlfriend, and it turned out he was the bad guy
That shit went away.
because he was the bad guy.
But being a bad guy, like emotionally, that shouldn't equate to physical harm. That shouldn't equate to that's an escalation. That's an escalation of
I
events
think
that don't.
you're trying to go with this out and like, and I think somebody brought it up when they put the story out on Twitter. Like, why is it when a woman, if it's like an emotional situation with the woman and a man, and people hear about it, it's like, oh, the woman was like, oh, it was wrong what they did, but I understand. But if it was reversed and it was a man that emotionally,
There's no situation.
God.
There's no situation where I can put my hands on a woman and it'd be okay. Like,
In the
but women be
alternate
like,
reality where he was chasing his wife around the car with a knife, that
Right.
shit would
He's
be
going to jail.
crazy, bro.
He's going to
That's
jail.
he did it.
He's
But
going
does that
straight to prison.
the stigma that women are emotional creatures and blah 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 blah? Even though I think that's a load of poppycock, and I think both sexes have their share of emotional balance.
Bruh,
But
if women were like the stronger sex, bro, they would be beating the shit out of us, bro, like on the regular, for sure.
Women are
For
Power,
sure, for
aggressive.
sure.
absolutely.
I agree with
Would
that.
be like beating our ass, like hands, straight.
Oh my
hands.
God,
why
look
do
at all
you
the
think that
men
is? Why do you think
agreeing
that
with
is?
each
Are
other.
you basing it off of the shitty things that men have done, and it's like a replay, or are you just saying if women just had the power?
I
quote
mean,
unquote,
because
with that
like
It's
you
more.
see it,
It's more for power for me.
you see it in that situation with the dude with the My Name Is Earl dude, when she just feels like okay, she feel like, damn, this nigga has done so much, and if I was like physically as strong as him, I would beat his ass, but I
So it's more
cannot.
so
So
how
how
I
can
can-
I physically
Yeah.
intimidate him
Mm-hmm.
with the little little scrawny arms that I got? What can I do
I'm gonna
really?
grab the strap.
Like, fuck it, I'm gonna get this strap, and you
Yeah.
gonna listen to me. You gonna listen to me.
You gonna feel me today.
physically.
You can
Yeah.
feel me today, nigga. Yeah,
You
that's what it is.
again, so you're basing it off of the shitty behavior that men have displayed, so it's a retaliation that women do, versus it being solely
I-
based like if Not if you're basing it on if a role was reversed versus if it was just a playing field and that's just how it was.
I just think it's an insecurity, a female insecurity. Actually, I would say.
But it wouldn't be there if the insecurity didn't exist because of men. Like it wouldn't exist. The issue was man.
It would always exist. The fact that you're insecure that you can't beat a man's ass, that would always exist, whether he's cheating or not. That would just be.
But if it was the playing field of like women
constant.
and men are equally as strong, or that notion of like a woman is weaker than a vessel, whatever the saying is, like that whole thing, it would be baseless because we would be on the same playing field. So there would be no need for a woman to have a power struggle.
For me,
that's not the world we live in, though.
Yeah, for me, I believe that women would physically impose themselves on us if the roles were reversed, but it's not based off of niggas would do the same thing. My thing is that it's a power thing. Like if you strip societal, rules and gender rules and everything, we have like at the end of the day, we all like kind of have.
Is it me or is it him?
Oh man,
it's him.
Okay, thank you.
After you gotta get off dial-up, bro.
Niggas sound like he talking it to a fan.
Yeah, bro, you sound like Rogers and Zapp right now, bro. You just dropped a banger.
But I feel like it's just I feel like anger is just an emotional state that a woman cannot handle properly. Let me say this: a lot of sexes cannot handle the anger emotion properly, but I think it's more so represented in. You see, like I think when you see men go towards like get physical and they can't, like they off the rail. That kind of plays into a woman aspect, because a woman also, if she gets that mad, like you always see it with women when they get mad, they usually get like handsy. They want to get physical and shit like that.
Right? Why is that? So why?
I have some insight on that. I think that the fact that women have not been in a lot of physical situations and they don't realize how left shit can go when you start getting physical, that they are more prone to thinking that you can take shit to the physical, because the most that ever happened is I got a couple scratches or somebody.
I'm saying let's take
nobody
the
done seen somebody get curb stomped.
Let's take the situation like a cheating partner though. Like a female response to a cheating partner is always something physical. Like it's always a physical get back. Like there's always I'm a do something to his property. I'm a key this nigga. Like it's a cliche for a reason that you see shit written in makeup on a nigga mirror in a movie and shit. Because like that's just what it is.
Smash the car windows. Oh, the best song in the world.
Take that. We don't take that. We don't do that in response to.
Yeah, y'all just punch faces and walls.
I mean, yeah,
some niggas do be punching walls.
Yeah, but they punch their wall though. But they'll hit. They in their house. Hitting their wall.
Property.
They didn't go to your house. They didn't go breaking bricks and shit. Or if it's y'all apartment, that's my shit too. Half this wall mine, bitch. I'm gonna break.
Right, I'm breaking my head.
I'll break everything in this motherfucker.
Great.
And I guess I can't. I have never been.
The display of anger is the same. It's just outwardly expressed differently.
The subject is different.
Hit the wall. If you're breaking you're releasing that anger, that energy onto something else. So
could be a chemical imbalance. Cause you look at a man, if a man beats on a woman, you like something wrong with this nigga.
Yeah. Come on, Tave. Come on with it. Come on, Tave.
But if a woman starts beating on a man, you don't look at it like. But no, it really can be like that bitch chemically imbalanced too. Like.
Y'all got any closing thoughts on it before we dig this hole any deeper?
We can all agree that she's wrong. That she dead ass wrong.
She dead ass wrong.
I'm looking at it.
But yeah, she dead ass wrong.
They are equally dead ass wrong. You don't just leave an argument to go to a train with your brother, bro. There's a couple leaps in between.
He had that plan.
She probably told him that you're not going with your brother tonight. You staying home. And he was like,
you know who deserves the most blame is the homegirl. One of the homegirls with knives was definitely like the one, like the instigator. Like, bitch, we going over there.
Cut
his ass up
right now.
Oh, you don't know where
Taking
he at? Oh, I know
Snapchat
how to find
pictures.
it there. I know how to find it there.
Hand
He
me
be
his
on
phone. Hand me
Snapchat.
the
Oh,
phone.
he be
I
on
know just
Snapchat.
what to get in
Got
there.
it.
Bet.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, but she dead ass wrong, but we understand
Oh
like
All right,
shit.
computer love.
Oh
occupation
shit.
hazard.
Oh shit. This nigga is.
I'm about to hop back
All
in.
right.
Hold on.
All right.
She,
Man,
in
you
Let's
want
my
to
get a
move
closing
on, man?
thoughts on it, Alan, before we
Nah,
get
we
into
gonna move
Tyson.
on. Yeah,
We're gonna close out on that, bro. On
she
that
ain't
note.
wrong.
Cause fucking.
All right. I got a video to show y'all in response to something we were talking about last week. Let's see while I pull it up. Shit, it's moving slower than I thought. So Tyson's talking about getting back into boxing. He said he's strong again. He's finna start a fucking gym. And then Evander Holyfield today said he's willing to fight him again. I can't pull up the
Now,
video.
refresh
So
my 90s, born in the 90s memory. The dude that is going that say he would fight Tyson again. That's the nigga that Tyson bit his ear off.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
Great question. Great question.
Yes, that's him.
Can you imagine how much money that would make? Like people paid to see Floyd Mayweather beat up on like Manny Pacquiao, who looks like he's like 5 feet tall and got a mustache like this. Like
I'ma
they're
keep it a
gonna pay
stack.
money for this.
I thought Mike Tyson would go away by now because he's been a topic for like weeks. But now that Evander Holyfield's been introduced, bruh, if I'm Evander, bruh, you bit my fucking ear off back in the day, nigga.
You
You
know
got to
what?
take a dive. You got to take a major dive in this fucking fight. I'm knocking your ass the fuck out, smooth out. That's just what it is.
If he can catch him, you seen the video
That
clips?
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Has
I don't give a
Holyfield been
damn.
practicing the way Tyson has? Is my question. Has he been in the gym
Well,
like
no.
Tyson?
But
Hell no.
this should be similar to a WWE fight if it's in my mind. Like nigga, no, I'm
Right.
gonna hit your ass in the right
This is a
in the
cage.
third round, and you gonna drop like a sack of potatoes, nigga, and you're not gonna get up. Like,
Shit.
for real.
All right, this share screen
So
is
this
not
begs
working.
the real
So
question is: would y'all fight Tyson in a ring for
What was it, 10 grand?
500?
Oh,
What?
500.
How much?
500K. 500K.
Oh yeah.
500K.
okay,
I'm down on the first
How many
fight.
rounds? How many rounds? How many rounds I gotta last?
Ooh.
Yeah,
What
define
are
I'm gonna just fucking
that-
skedaddle.
define fight, right? Define fight. What does that mean to fight him?
he gotta land one
A
on me at
boxing
least
match.
before
Oh,
you
just one?
before
Oh,
I
that's
throw
it?
in the towel for you, bro. Before I throw in the
The
towel.
one he land will be the only one, bro.
That's what I'm
taking
saying,
that
bro.
one.
That's that Deontay Wilder.
Okay,
You think
okay,
you got
question.
your guard up.
Okay, question. If it's like, bruh, okay, he got to hit you with one, but you can just go down. Are you gonna protect your head or you gonna protect your your body?
Your
Which one you
organs.
protect?
My
head.
lever.
I'm gonna protect my head because that shit got long lasting damage, but that body shot hurt, bitch. Oh shit. That body shot hurt. Bitch.
What if you think you protecting your head and you ain't never had boxing training and he just come around and hook your ass, bro?
Nah,
Like
he
you,
gonna come over the
damn.
uppercut.
So
I see
Martin,
videos that nigga
yeah.
coming up between the arms, uppercut nigga knocking him completely the fuck.
Nigga, you gonna be
Then you
like
think you
on,
safe.
you gonna be like on Creed pissing blood and shit. Nah, I
Kissing
can't.
blood, kidneys all fucked up. Yeah, that shit bad, boy.
That's-
Was
Yeah,
Creed
That shit
a
bad,
good
boy.
franchise?
What happened?
You
Was
$500,000 richer in these COVID times.
I'll take the fight.
Yeah,
You gonna get your ass beat one day. You ain't never gonna get your
no,
ass beat
dog.
for 500K again.
I hope Mike understand like who he facing. You know what I'm saying? I hope Mike look across the ring and be like, you know what? Ain't no reason to go all out. You know what I'm saying?
You heard that man
Shit.
talking. He said sometimes he step in the ring and black out and he scare himself.
Kill that nigga, man.
It's for charity. Do it for
Mike
the kids.
kill his ass.
You gonna look like that one nigga who popped him one time in 72 and he gonna kill you, bro. He gonna go PTSD.
He gonna bite your ear off.
Yeah,
Bro,
but I
that
mean,
shit gonna be
That's
that
exactly
shit
how it's gonna
be
be.
so
Mike
short.
gonna get that first punch. All that night shit gonna go out the window.
Taste blood.
Ain't that some shit you go in there thinking you just gonna get knocked out and he bite your fucking ear off? That's just his shit. Like that's his brand.
I
He
you
been like,
know
I
you
got
ain't
to-
after that he ain't biting nigga ear off, cuz.
You didn't read the fine print. He bites ears. He's a biter.
We didn't promise it wouldn't happen.
Because he was getting his ass beat. That's a hell of a thing. Mike was so intent on winning, he was like, fuck, I'm losing. I got to do something. I'm gonna bite this nigga ear. I get the logic behind it. Fuck it. Because if you in the
You
street,
get
like,
the logic.
yeah, if you in the street, you gonna do whatever you need to do to win.
Twice, bro. He did that shit twice. He did it once. Yeah, he did the shit twice. He did it once.
This nigga here.
Let it go, bro.
Oh my god.
You need to type the rest of the session, bro.
Right. You just need a bouncing ball with words for your shit. We don't know what's going on.
And now he's stuck looking stupid.
Damn. That's a meme right there. Yeah, if you fuck with the podcast, turn this into a meme.
I'll take the fight with Mike, but tell my mom I love her and shit, because I might not make it.
Let him fishery.
I don't think I'm gonna die in it. I might, matter of fact, fuck it. I'm gonna get a lick on that nigga too. But
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Tape. I was thinking the same thing. I might try to tag that nigga while you playing. Like, he come out there all boxing, like all professional. I might be like, fuck you, nigga. What's up?
as soon as he hit me too goddamn hard, but I'm stepping through. I'm stepping between the ropes, bro. I'm out, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah, I can
You
take
think
a
he
Mike
gonna feel
Tyson.
your hit? You think you could like land a hit that he would be like, yo, I need to take this seriously?
No.
Well, obviously not you, Asia, because you gonna kill that nigga with one hit. Women are strong. Women are powerful.
Well, in this scenario, when somebody has $500,000,
Misogynistic, JD.
Yeah, I have to backtrack on some last podcast episodes. That is not me, women. I love you.
nah, hell no, can't go for it. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I gotta stop that dry ass laugh. Damn,
just-
I'm coming back.
Anything else, Tyson?
Joe got that smokers laugh.
Honestly,
You had that shit before you started smoking, though, Joe. That's the
I'm
thing
about to
about
have that psilocybin laugh. I'm about to have that mushrooms laugh, bro. What's good?
it. Hey, bro, if you got the shrooms, bro, send them to me, bro. Mail me
I
some.
think I got a homeboy who could actually hook me up with it, but I would have to break quarantine.
On the
nigga.
Break
y'all
quarantine to break the fucking bounds of my mind, bro.
So, nigga, you need to break quarantine to get that gray up out your head.
I'm
Oh,
gonna cut
shit.
I'm gonna cut my own hair tomorrow, and you gonna eat your words. You
Don't
gonna eat your words on the next podcast.
don't fuck up like that, Joe.
Don't do it. The
Don't
homemade
fuck up
haircut.
like that, Joe.
You don't
Oh
want
no,
no.
I took it down, but I ain't finna like line that bitch up at all. I'll line the beard, but I ain't finna. Nah, this shit's delicate.
Are we?
All right.
Oh, I don't think that nigga out and coming back.
Did he say he
Dial-up. Somebody took another phone call, so he can't go log into AOL right now.
Yeah. Damn, that's hurt. So,
All right, well, shit, let's jump
let's
into
move
it.
in. Let's move on. Shit.
Probably go cut this part out just for editing's sake.
I wish we had an intro, bro. Like, I'd be singing it to the mic. I wish we had an intro.
Do yours. Do it again, Sean. Do it again.
I don't really know, but that's all I got. Just the horns, at the beginning. But anyway, we got a new segment introducing first time on the podcast, and it's called Fuck Your Opinion. Because, with the parliament, we all got pretty strong opinions about shit. So we basically just going to be presenting two arguments. We'll have two parliament members go at it and kind of defend they stance, and then we will vote on it, and somebody will be told that their opinion is shit. So
As every good conversation goes.
There's
right.
there's a
It's
winner
always
and
good
there's a loser.
closure. It's always
Yeah.
good closure on shit like that, bro.
And leave your ideas in the comment section, like and subscribe below. All right, lead into it, Shot. What's good?
So we just gonna jump it off, man. So the first one, we got Asia versus what was supposed to be Alton, but I think do anybody want to take it?
What is it?
So the first one is, who's worse? Single mothers who want love on Father's Day, or single fathers who want love on Mother's Day? Why you make that face, Tay? Why you? That should be an easy one.
That's a man who's worried about his opinion being on the internet. What's up?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Hey, let's do it. Put
Hey,
all in the news. Let's do this.
All right, so we gonna jump into it. Asia, you gonna start us off?
Start it off. I think it's very simple. for the men
Mhm.
of the universe, because that's who really started this mess, to sit up there and claim that now, that women want recognition for Father's Day, even though it's not that we want recognition, it's we had to step up to the plate because there were no men, well, the women that were taking the stance for Father's Day, that now it's like a rebuttal. It's like, because y'all were getting recognition and y'all were trending on Father's Day, now we want our say too. It's like the Blue Lives Matter for the Black Lives Matter, even though that's kind of stark. But like, y'all just want recognition because women have been harping for a while that we play multiple roles.
Mm.
Is it wrong for a man though if he wants that recognition as well? That's what I don't understand. That how can you say it's cool for you guys? It's cool for women to be recognized on both days, but not a man who's in the same position. I don't agree with that for the simple fact that I'm doing the same thing you're doing, and if not, because now especially if you're a man raising another man, like he's only getting that tough man love. He's not. I also have to be a nurturer. Like we have to have a balance for men, especially now with toxic masculinity and shit like that. You need to have a balance now with young men. So there is no mother's like so is me, but it's
My
like
nigga said, my nigga Tay said, now with toxic masculinity, like that shit just came out, like that new
Right, like
toxic
it flows.
masculinity done
that
dropped.
shit wasn't a thing in the
second
90s.
wave
We're
hit.
dropping
It wasn't a thing in the
keywords
90s,
and
early
phrases and shit to
2000s.
get points.
Hey, it wasn't a thing in the 90s or the early 2000s. But I don't think it's wrong for men wanting to have that recognition if they also play the mother, especially if you also play the mother in your child's life.
Let me throw this at you, Tave. What about when women say that men don't need all that extra recognition because when they do the smallest things, people make a big ass Instagram post about how they're the greatest father in the world?
Dude, I haven't seen it personally. I haven't seen it. Have you?
Yeah, you seen where like a father will like comb his baby daughter's hair and it'll look like, well, I'm not gonna say it look like shit because the baby be cute at the end, but still, like just from him doing that, like the mother did that 20 million times. She ain't get no video post for that and a
But,
hashtag.
okay, so we're gonna feed into the sexism of it. I'm a man. I don't know how to fucking do hair.
But
Nigga, you learn.
you're
Nigga.
literally a man learning how to do hair, just like a woman doesn't naturally know how to do hair. It's a learned practice.
But we're taught that from like this is like we're in gender roles,
Well,
right?
hold on, though. I feel you, Tabe. Like learned practice, but you learn like naturally. You're like
No, I
naturally
didn't.
taught
I had to learn because
because you got the hair, but you got the hair coming out of your head. So like it's attached to you, so you gotta learn it.
I
Or
don't
else,
hair.
or else
So
what?
I'm not a good example, but
My toys were action figures. They didn't have hair. I didn't have to learn how to braid or do anything with it and shit like that. So
you don't
it's being
learn.
thrust upon me. It's not Agent. I can see if you were like you had a son, you like shit. I got to cut my son hair, shit like that, right? And you and Grant, women would if they cut their son's hair, women would post that shit for the likes, like I cut my baby head, blah blah blah. The same as a man would if he.
Women been giving niggas bowl cuts for decades.
See, but I don't think that's the same
That's
way,
70
Tabe.
show.
Because even a haircut, y'all starting on equal footing, I would say. Cause
It's a learned
every nigga
practice.
ain't cutting his own hair. Every nigga's not cutting his own hair, but every woman can do something to her hair. Every woman has something she can do at the crib, like just with no assistance.
I
Not
agree
every
with that.
nigga got clippers. Not every nigga got clippers and lining his shit up.
You can put your shit in a ponytail. I don't know how to put it. No,
Right. You can throw your shit in.
Yeah, if I'm a single father, there's gonna be a lot of ponytails coming out this house.
And I can't even do like the little white people shit where they get the vacuum and suck that bitch all up and then put the thing on it. We black. My
Bro,
baby
I
hand
promise
do
you
all
that
that.
shit ain't real.
The issue for me, the issue stemmed from the basis of why this is even a topic of discussion. Mother's Day was Sunday, and fathers were trending on Mother's Day, and it was because of the rebuttal. Because mothers were usually trend on Father's Day because some people call their moms out for being both the mother and the father for whatever reason. So it wasn't like it was a organic spark for this. It was a sick kind of rebuttal at things that have
I
happened in the
mean,
past.
last year happened.
Shout out to my dad for holding the mother and the father role down. Fuck it, bro. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing. And it's very that shit so
Equality.
sexy to say, oh no, women should be highlighted on Mother's Day and Father's Day if they play both roles, but a man shouldn't. That's some fucked up shit to say.
All right,
Is it voting time?
I think that was closing arguments. That sounded like closing arguments. I appreciate y'all. Y'all did a great job for the first time we popping this off. JD, you want to lead us off with the first vote, man?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that women are always right. I side with Asia on this one. Lead us on.
JD just don't want to be.
We shall overcome.
Tave made some great points. You know what I'm saying about single fathers hold it down all the time. Single mothers always is like always are like, oh, I'm the mother and the father. Like they always do that shit. Like that is everybody knows that's gonna happen every Mother's Day. Like everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? But Asia did make kind of a point that the only reason that it's a topic is because it was Mother's Day and single fathers was kind of hating on that love. Even though your day ain't even came yet, player, like you could just wait on your day and spout that out. So I got to go with Asia too. I got to side over there.
Oh, we'll revisit this on the June podcast.
On Father's Day, when mothers are trending on that shit.
Yeah, when it's time to tell these women what's up with their shit.
It's the children that do it. Like it's the children that make it typically. Sometimes it be the mamas that be hating and salty from their baby daddies, but usually it's the kids that's like, damn, daddy wasn't around or whatever. I want to give a shout out to moms because she been holding it down.
It's because there ain't no good "Mama Wasn't Around" songs. Not a single one.
I have a hard time picturing a deadbeat dad out there who is upset by seeing mothers getting love on Father's Day. Like, nigga, you a dad. Like, I don't care. I'll take care of the kid anyway. I ain't gonna be like, damn, hell no. How dare she take credit on my day if I ain't raising my baby.
Well, I appreciate y'all. Let's move on to the next one. It's officially Tave. Fuck your opinion. Appreciate you for playing. But you do have a chance to redeem yourself because we do have you lined up for the very next topic.
Hey.
And it is, now that the outside is open, are you an advocate for going out or staying in and still kind of waiting it out, buying your time to see how things go? We got JD want to do going out. So start us off, JD.
All right. Naturally, this is going to be the opposite of my stance because I'm an introvert and I'm going to be in the crib until June 2021.
No disclaimers. No damn disclaimers.
Pero I want to say that I'm arguing for the people who want to get the fuck out there and catch this fucking disease. You feel me? They're going to get out there. They're going to get some drinks, get some ass, and then they're going to wake up in 2 weeks with the virus. Oh, no, it's the end of the world. No, it's not the end of the world because they're young. They're white. They're rich. They're going to get over it, bro. They're going to get over it, and they're going to get back out there and infect more people. You feel me? And don't worry, I didn't forget about the black people. Like, we're going to be out there, but naturally, black people have this aversion to danger that's so random and weird to people. We're gonna be out there, but niggas is gonna be 6 feet apart everywhere. You're gonna be around your circle, and we may have some decorum to ourselves. You feel me? We'll survive. We'll make it through, and I guess people will start making their money again. Got to get that economy moving. Boom.
What okay. Man? This will feed into the kind of like in the last topic. What them black women said? Keisha Bottoms, Lori Lightfoot, stay your motherfucking ass inside. Stay your ass inside.
Yeah,
man.
when you hear it from a black woman like that, I'm sorry.
Everything you can do, everything you want to do, bro. You can like, if you want to drink, bro, shit, go to your bottle, bro. Go to the crib. You want to order, you want some food, go order that shit in. Like, what are you really missing?
So what do I say? What do you say, Tave, if I say to you, well, shit, we are humans, we social creatures. You know what I'm saying? Like, social creatures got to do their thing. They got to be social, shit.
Are we not being social right now via the
right.
Skype, Zoom?
Right.
You can still.
Like, let me rebuttal.
I'm not saying you can't have, like, let's say if you want to have a little friend over, whatnot. That's not saying that person cannot come over.
Why?
I'm just
breaking social distance. You feel me? You breaking it.
You not, because it's like now you gonna have to be in gatherings of, like, before they got to quarantine. It was like, all right, no gatherings more than 10 people and shit like that. So it's like it's a scale to social distancing.
Oh, so your side still includes having
guidance that we had in late February, early March. Niggas ain't following guidance is you ain't supposed to be around people, period.
Nah. You making too much sense, Asia. Let me argue my point a little better. You feel me?
Go
What
ahead,
if people stay home for fucking 6 months and then you try to go out there when it's safe and suddenly nobody knows how to talk to each other, nobody knows how to have fun, the scene is destroyed, you never gonna find the love of your life out there, Asia. You just gonna miss out on Connor.
Personal fucking problem.
Her freckle hair, her
You
freckle
forget
hair.
how to fucking socialize.
Oh,
Nigga been socializing for 28, 30, almost damn near 30 years, and then a couple months, you just forget that shit.
right. And
True.
we'll find, we are adaptable creatures. We will find ways to socialize, whether it be integrating TikToks and when we greet each other, or not shaking hands and kicking feet because we don't want to we don't want contact. That we will figure it out. But
A
y'all
great,
can
great,
couple.
This is
a
important.
great point to that age is that the little TikTok video you see of the don't rush challenge and shit like that, where people are making video or the action or the stuntman videos and shit like that. That's a form of socializing and shit. I got to see the
I
video.
hate the don't rush challenge. It was so great seeing them find women for 3 days, and then for the last 3 months after that, like, stop it, make a new trend, please. Y'all still look good though.
So Tave, so real quick, Tave, you so when we did staying out versus going, staying in versus going out, I didn't realize that staying in includes you can have a little baby. You know what I'm saying? Slide
That's
through
cheating.
and keep you
Oh,
company.
and how's that? Yeah, you can have a little baby come through that.
Cause little baby then been over to somebody else's house, who then been over to
Right.
somebody else's house, and now y'all all infected. Y'all
Now
all
you
got that
got
clappity
everybody.
clappity clap clap clap.
JD suggesting thoughttivities. He suggested some promiscuity.
Wild thoughts.
Your
Wild
guess.
thoughts.
And
He
only
having a little
Wild thought
promo.
theories.
Women too.
Wait, I got what?
But you can't listen to Tate. He don't wear condoms and shit. So he don't care about social distancing.
Right. All right.
Yeah,
Closing
but-
arguments. Do anybody got closing arguments?
Hold on. Dave,
Closing argument. Oh.
I practice safe sex though.
Nigga, you got a
All right.
baby on the way. Next.
Yeah.
What is this nigga talking about?
Bullshitting for the camera. All right, closing argument is the world is burning. Why not get a tan?
Oh wow.
I'm gonna run
My
for
closing
president.
argument, if your friend jump off the bridge, you gonna jump off it too?
Oh yeah, because I got a scuba suit.
Your dumb ass.
Well, I'm gonna vote first. I'm actually I actually like in my personal life would side with JD, like, because I'm ready to go the fuck out, bro. I like being at the house, but it's different when you have to be in the house.
Mhm.
It's totally different when you have to be versus when like you choose that shit. So I definitely want to be outside, but I'm gonna side with Tave simply because if you can have a little baby over, this shit can continue for the rest of my life, and it really could be, a
That's
very
just the next phase of your
similar
life.
standard of living, right? It could be a very similar standard of living. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
I
gonna go with Tave on this one.
I too am gonna go with Tave just for the simple fact that I'm not pressed to go out, and I feel like people are really making this a lot bigger than what it is. Like, just stay your ass home, bro. Stay home.
Stay
For a
your
couple
ass home.
Look at your bank statement when you're thinking about going out. Like, nigga, you ain't bought gas in like 3 weeks. Like, stay your ass home.
But my
I
thing is,
know we're gonna transition to the next topic, but have y'all seen the Kingsman? The Kingsman, the second one, not the first one. The
The one where the reward at the end was eating ass.
Huh?
He's rescuing some girl out of prison. She's like, "Oh, I'm the princess of some shit. Like, if you save me, then I'll do whatever you want." And he's like, "Oh wait, no." He saves her at the end, and she's like, "I'll do whatever you want." She pulls down her pants, and he's like, "No, I'm finna like eat your ass." Like, that happened.
Nah. She wanted to do anal. He wanted to do
Oh,
anal.
okay, sorry. I'm embellishing. Samuel L. Jackson's in it, so you know it's mainstream.
But in the second Kingsman, the whole plot was, this woman, she's a drug queen pin, and she distributes a whole bunch of drugs throughout the world, whatever, globally. And she was like an evil person, so she made it so it was like whatever drug you took from her, you got really sick and you would ultimately die. Like your brain would burst and you would die. But it was people around that was like secretly acting like, oh, well, drugs are bad, whatever. But they were secretly doing the drug, and you could tell that they were doing it because they were dying. So I feel like the same way is with like the quarantine shit. It's a lot of people like, oh, social distance, oh, stay home, but motherfuckers be sneaking out all the fucking time. And
Flexing.
I'm glad that came full circle because I was like, what? Niggas
Virtue
dropping
signaling.
it was a method to my
This
madness.
shit came
My
like
thing
right.
is like you go out to people you know. So if you don't know anybody out there, what the fuck you like? What you gonna do anyway? You gonna be out there just solo running by yourself?
Nah, hell nah.
Exactly. So if all
people
your
out-
niggas staying in, you gonna stay your black ass in too.
Bruh, going out right now, it's like going out to the club on a Monday night where you be like, well, you look around like we all kind of down on our fucking like it's the Monday night at the
Don't
club.
talk about Monday nights like you ain't found the love of your life on a Monday night or two.
I've never been to a club on a Monday I've never been to a club on a Monday night, bro. Never in my life. I
That
always
was an
had a
odd
job.
birthday that I had
I
to go
always had
on a Monday
job.
night down to Los Olas. You've been to South Florida. Los Olas is like kind of a whiter area, so it's always gonna be somebody out there drinking because they have drinking problems. And it was cool. It was cool. It was a Monday night. Like you don't have to wait in line. You get to talk shit about it, and they won't be mad because they know it's a Monday night, and it's like, yeah, this is alright. And then you get to go home at like 9 o'clock.
Oh wow. So
I'm just talking shit.
Right. But
Before we end this,
all
bro,
right.
as far as finding your little baby, you know, you niggas be on Bumble, Tinder, whatever the bullshit is now that we popping. Y'all be finding these online babies, the chat. Y'all gonna be all right.
Life will continue. I'll tell you that for sure. Life will continue. But let's move on. JD, your opinion and shit. Let's move on to the last and final of the day. Um, and it comes out of the group me a tweet. I'm gonna read the
Kind of
tweet
fire
right
with
now.
that.
What was that?
She
was
she
me.
got a snare drum.
Yeah, I also said this drumline shit. Yeah, that was
What?
hot. That was hot. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap. But let me read this tweet real quick. So the tweet says, a man is romantically involved with two women. He tells woman number one, I love you. It's only you. He tells woman number two, I love you, but there's somebody else. Which woman does he love more? And originally it was supposed to be me and Alton going at this, but I need somebody to tag in.
All right, bro.
It won't wait.
Nah, I'll take it. I'll
I
take it. I got some
I
argument in.
Yeah, JD.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go.
Let
Let's go,
Tave-
Chad. Oh,
So
Tave?
Nah, go ahead, Joe. I done took two of them. Go ahead.
All right.
Let's ride.
So I'll start because I got the woman that he told the truth to, the woman that he told that I love you, but there's somebody else. So and pretty much the way I heard it when I first read the tweet, I read it earlier today. I was kind of like, we all know how love is. Love starts really intensely and then it kind of fades off. You know what I mean? And you kind of have to find other things to keep relationships going. Love is not the end all be all. So when I saw him tell the woman, I love you, but there's somebody else, he not only, said that he loves her. I got to take that at face value, but he also said that he showed he respects her, you know what I'm saying? Because he told her the truth. So he also gave her his respect, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much, that's the one that he loves more because that's some shit you could build on later, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was foul, but I did respect you enough to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real, let you know I had another lady on the side. And you know what I'm saying? Even when our love fades, the respect that I have for you, it'll be there and carry us till we create some more love. Tay, don't look like that, nigga.
Look at that face. That
Spit
nigga,
this
he didn't freak
wisdom.
this line before.
You can be spitting this wisdom at you niggas. Yeah, man. Just it's not. The other girl got love. He clearly loves her. He told her, like I said, I gotta take that at face value too. But he don't respect her because he lying to keep her around. You know what I'm saying? He's scared to lose her. So he not really giving her what he's giving the other girl. He giving the other girl love plus respect. Go ahead, JD.
All right, I can break this down to a few points, and it's not going to be that one where it's like, oh, he's not trying to hurt her feelings because he didn't tell her some shit that's going to make her sad. For one, if you don't tell her that, that means that typically she is in the girlfriend role because you rarely hear people be like, I told my girlfriend I got a side chick, but I didn't tell my side chick I got a girlfriend. That doesn't happen very often. All right, so you've already decided that you enjoy her company more than most people. Maybe not a side chick, but you've already made a commitment. For two, and I hope I don't forget this while I'm trying to figure it out. Fuck, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's my point. You already decided.
That's
You don't get to have two. You
That
don't
was
But
get
I'm
to.
great.
You don't
saying,
get to
see,
have your cake and eat it too.
but wait though. I mean, I hear your point about like one of them is clearly the girlfriend versus side chick. That's a good point. You know what I'm saying? But this could be a situation. I mean, I don't want to create no context here, but it could be a situation where the girlfriend is just the girlfriend because that's just who I met first. I'm
Mhm.
just not necessarily gonna break up with my girlfriend because I discovered that I love two women exactly the same. I'm
How
just
did you
already with her. You know
discover
what I'm saying?
that? How did you
Because I
discover
met
that?
her. I met you. That's how you discover
How was
love.
it?
You meet a
You
person.
literally had to plant seeds, just like you said earlier. Like love, like after you get to a certain point, like you have to need and grow and cultivate and all that shit for love to like be fresh. You can't do that, and then you trying to do that with somebody
Okay,
else. You
but I'm just
literally
saying, like, if we saying that the girl, the girl who got the "I love you," but there's nobody else is the girlfriend, like, not necessarily. Maybe these are just two women he's saying things to keep around,
Two
like.
things. You're for you to lie. It's easier to lie to people that you don't really give a fuck about. You feel me? Like you're not gonna lie to your mom, but you're gonna lie to this person at the gas station who dropped the 20. And then on top of that, and fuck, it's fleeting
Right.
again.
So you saying it's easier than a lot of people you don't give a fuck about. So you lying to the girl and saying there's
Damn,
nobody else you don't
I
give a
just
fuck
proved your
about.
point.
That's
I
what
just
you
proved your
just
point.
said.
I just proved your point. Wait, I had another one. Fuck, I lost it.
Hey man,
This is a hard one to
closing.
argue.
I got closing remarks real quick. Closing remarks, man. Keep it, fellas. This is for my fellas, man. Be honest with your women, man. Be honest with the women in your life. Just go in and tell them what's up. You know what I'm saying? Give them your love and your respect. You know what I'm saying? It'll work out better for you in the long run. You know what I'm
and
saying?
women, you
By
can follow that same notion too. You
And
can
my
tell
final
niggas,
argument before
man, how
Shad finishes
they
stomping
want,
my head in.
and if they want to butt heads, let them fight to the death for your love, baby boo. Do you? Do you,
My
boo?
final argument before Shad stomped my head in is think about it, ladies. If he was willing to tell you that there's somebody else, that means that he was willing to lose you because the normal reaction to that is fuck you, nigga. So, thank you.
Is it in this day and age, in these COVID times?
look,
These bitches
it's
ain't
in this day and age. Sound like the Family Matters theme.
exactly.
Hey,
Family don't matter to these niggas because
Asia
you
brought
love
up a
these
good point.
bitches.
At some point, you're lying to the woman before you tell her there's somebody else. You're lying to her because you got to get to know that person. You got to get to know that somebody else and tell her that's somebody else. You're still lying. You just haven't. You just all right. I'm tired of lying to you.
But
I'm gonna tell you the truth
You
now.
did lie by
But
omission the
wait,
minute you
see, but
started
no,
talking to
y'all
the second
creating
chick.
context. I don't want to jump back in, but y'all creating context. You could just meet this woman today and be like, or
I,
like, yeah, man. I mean, I mean, shit. Some niggas wear their heart on their sleeve, man. Some niggas out there, man. You ain't never
no,
watched,
bro.
bruh. As much as we don't watch fucking Love Is Blind and fucking 90 Day Fiance, or maybe that's just me.
No,
Niggas
bro.
say I love you in 24 hours, cuz that's actually on the long end of the spectrum. You can say I love you in
Hold
30
on, hold
minutes.
on.
Niggas say I love you in 24 hours because that can open some doors for you if you just sprinkle it in at the right moment.
Love is blind though. They had to take time to get to know it. Either way, you can take the time to get to know this person. You're gonna have to lie. Somebody got to get told a lie eventually.
But
And you're
maybe
telling if you got a woman, you don't love is blind, right? She don't know you don't love is blind.
but wait, but check me, Tave. If you talking to the woman, right, and
Mhm.
you say you meet her today, you meet her on Monday.
All
You
right.
don't have to tell her you dealing with anybody because you just met her.
Mm-hmm.
So as things go on and as things progress, and she's more kind of pressing you, as females do, like, so kind of, do you like me like that? Like, what is it? And you can be like, well, damn, I love you, but I do have other people in my life. Like, this is just the first time that we've actually had the conversation because I didn't have to tell you on day one or day two
Or
or
day
day
50.
20. Right? That's what I'm saying. I
Day
ain't have to
20?
tell you yet.
What about day 21?
Does the woman who has been there who is the woman who you also love the other woman, does she know that you're out cultivating relationships and love with this other
I'm
person?
not gonna. All right, just vote. Just vote. I feel
I
like
would
I hear
like you
too
to
much. Y'all
vote because
vote.
I feel
Y'all
like
vote. Yeah,
y'all
y'all vote.
y'all already decided.
Just vote. Just
Okay. I feel I'll take I put mine on the one that he didn't, the one that he did. So I take shot stance because the one that he gave the autonomy to the option to decide whether they were gonna stay or not is
the
the one that
option.
that he cares about.
I'm a ride with Joe because I feel like either way a bitch getting lied to. Someone down the line she's lied to. So I'm gonna take Joe.
I think it's shitty regardless, but if I had to choose a lesser of two, I guess I would go with two.
I don't know, but hold on. How do you think it's shitty regardless
Niggas take note.
when you send out a mass text to a nigga saying, "Hey, it ain't gonna work"?
Well, I'm not in a relationship with none of them, nor that I tell them that I want.
I can't hear mass text without thinking I sent the text to a girl I used to see saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I want to be. I'm sorry.
But I think it's more like I'm sending the text out because I don't want none of you niggas. I don't want
none of you niggas get a rose.
No.
Women would say that until there ain't no puppies to buy no more. I'm sorry, that was a weird thing.
I'm gonna ride with Joe though.
Thank you.
So this one was a stalemate.
Right, that's what I was saying. We was doing so good on the votes, like until we got to this one. So, JD, I would like to tell you that your opinion is ass, but it seems like
I would
mine
also like to rebuttal that your opinion's ass.
take that. I'll take that for sure. I'll take that. I appreciate y'all, man, for
Yep.
fucking with me on my new segment, man.
I think the winner should get to say whose opinion is ass. Your opinion.
Right. Yeah. Definitely need to incorporate that next time around. And hopefully we'll have
How you do it, Asia?
So we can have more people.
You got to do the point when you do it.
That nigga had technical difficulties.
Before we get into the next topic, can we point out how Asia is Doja Cat's mother, I guess? She's like, Doja is an Asia clone. She's an Asia stan, I'm sorry.
Doja is an Asia stan. Yeah, I mean, I've seen it in the videos. There's a little resemblance there.
Oh, no, I just meant the voice. She well, I don't know if Asia can sing. Nah, don't sing for us. We're going to say that for episode 6. We're going to save it for episode 7.
I'd say they have the same personality, but I don't know. You know, I ain't never hung around Doja. Not yet. Not till she see it. Not till she see this episode. When she see this episode, she gonna be.
When she shows her boob finally.
Right. She gonna show me them boobs real hard.
I wish we lived in the alternate reality where she was like, "Yeah, I made a deal with you guys, so here."
Here go these titties. They really wouldn't even be that miraculous. Once she showed them, it would be like, "Oh, titties."
Thank you.
I'm so surprised that she was so reserved because I didn't like just based off of her persona, how she's presented. She didn't strike me as a woman who's reserved, like nah, I'm shy, whatnot. She struck me as I'm about this shit.
She did give a embarrassed vibe.
Hence why men bought into the idea because it's a persona, it's an act that you put on.
Do you think that she was surprised?
Doja a freak. Don't get it wrong. Doja a freak.
Yeah, but I'm also a Billboard 100 #1 freak, and I'm not gonna diminish that thing because you want to see my titties. Like, it's also a brand.
You can show your titties and be on Billboard. What the fuck?
I mean, Triana has done.
White women do it all the time.
What woman?
Jennifer Lawrence.
You remember when Scarlett Johansson?
Billboard 100.
You know when Scarlett
Johansson was on Hunger Games. Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's not the Billboard.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Shad.
No, I was saying, you remember when Scarlett Johansson wouldn't show her titties when she was like kind of hot, and it was like, damn, Scarlett Johansson just won't show them knobs for nothing. And then one day they just was out, and it wasn't even a big deal. It was just like, oh shit, okay, Scarlett Johansson's titties. Okay,
I think that was the day that we stopped talking about Scarlett Johansson. So good idea, Doja.
Maybe, maybe.
Lizzo didn't ruin her Billboard status when she showed her ass.
She should have. She should have had a frowsy woman.
It's not even plus size woman shaming at this point. It's just Lizzo shaming. Y'all just hate her.
Honestly, thank you, Asia. It's not that woman shaming at all. It's Lizzo shaming. It is her in particular.
What is it about Lizzo that men don't like? Like, I don't understand.
She's actually. Does anybody else want to comment?
She seems like she would be the very extra friend, like Kelly on Insecure, but not as funny, not as relatable. She doesn't come off very relatable.
She seems like I ain't gonna say it. I enjoy Lizzo.
You was gonna say it.
I think she's refreshing. I don't have an issue with her personality or persona. I think she's a very attractive woman. But that's me. Like, niggas say, hey, Tate, you ugly as fuck. Asia said it today. Somebody find me attractive though.
Somebody
Yeah.
like it. But Lizzo really threw me off with the Laker game shit. That's when I was like, okay, she's just too much. You can post whatever you want on your Instagram. I really don't care. You know that's not a call. That's not a reason to dislike
The
anybody.
Laker game shit didn't bother me as much as it bothered other people. Like, yeah, she got her ass out. She's an
Nigga ass
idiot for it,
out.
but it's like, I see asses out all the time,
But
and
not
just
at
because
family functions. Not at functions that
Yes,
are average.
literally the sports
I
dancers
could
are
see
The
Saweetie
sports
wearing that
dancers'
same
asses don't be
thing.
out. What are you talking about? They have on fucking spanks and shit. All kinds of they all that. There's no booty meat. There's no booty meat at
I
on in
will
the
I
cheerleading.
will say this. I feel like Lizzo. I feel like more than a regular woman with Lizzo. She seeks attention that much more. I think that's the biggest issue with it. She was actively seeking attention. And I think that's why it was a lot of drawback from her. Like as another woman, she probably wouldn't seek attention. It's like, oh, this is what she has on, whatever. But Lizzo is like you actively tried to get that attention.
I can see that
Right. There you go.
because when you
Good
try to
point,
get
Tay.
attention, people
that
want
was a good
to strike you down.
that pick me mentality will get you like, girl, sit down.
Right. Very
It
true.
will get
Thank
you.
you,
It will
Tay.
get
Thank you,
you.
Tay.
It's that same way in men. Like it's like 6ix9ine. Like people want to see 6ix9ine die
Right.
because it's like, oh, he's loud and brash. And trust me,
Niggas
I
want
hate
to see
6ix9ine, but
dead.
it's like
Niggas
uh,
really want to see 6ix9ine dead.
I
people
mean, that
want to
is our
see
next
that
topic.
headline on TMZ.
That is our third topic for today. Is
So
6ix9ine and
let's
his
talk.
release and all his glory. Did anybody was anybody of the Parliament members? Did anybody contribute to the 2 million livers that was
I
on?
didn't watch it live. I didn't watch that shit live, but I seen the clip of it off of Breakfast Club. Matter of fact,
Honestly, I thought after everything was done, I didn't watch it, but I thought that after everything was done, I thought he was trolling and he like copy and paste that 2 million. I didn't believe that he got to 2 million views on IG Live. Like I really didn't, but apparently it was a thing.
Oh, that's real. That's real. Real 2 mil.
I
That
That's
never
just
wanted to
crazy.
see. But nothing the kid has ever done made me like. I feel like if you want to see nigga dance because you hate him because he's successful at what the fuck he does.
which is
That's not why
trolling.
people want to see him dead. People want
Well,
to see him dead because it's confirmation bias. Like we've been told our whole lives that if you snitch, somebody's gonna kill you, and he's doing that shit brazenly, and people want to see the rules be followed. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Frank. But here's the thing: Frank Lucas, he got a movie made off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas didn't want to
Six
see.
Nine will
Niggas
get a
didn't
movie
want to
made
see.
off of him once he's dead, but they need
Everybody
the end of
would
the
have
story.
snitched. Everybody would have like every single nigga would have snitched in that situation. Like there's really no reason not to. You'd be a fool to be like, oh, I'm gonna be the star and go to jail for these niggas who who don't fuck with me. That's clear. That's how I felt about it. Like once they made it clear they didn't fuck with him and he knew, it's like, yeah, I can definitely rat on you niggas now because it ain't shit. Like fuck y'all.
I don't think it's so much the ratting, it's the after ratting. It's the coming out like, fuck you, dumbass niggas. You fuck my baby mama. I'm gonna make all this money. And it's like, I don't want to see this little piece of shit succeed. Sorry. I don't want to see him succeed. But
But
hey, that's
But
just
he
me.
succeeded. So he's like doing the opposite of what people want him to do, which I think is adding to the appeal of it all. Because that's like, why is this nigga not failing if all of these people are saying they want him to fail, but he's continuing to succeed? Somebody lying. Somebody ain't telling the truth.
It's because
Everybody
he's
just
not.
want to be tuned in for the demise, but if it never happens, then we just was all
Yeah.
tuned in, like we was
Yeah.
just all watching. So,
It just goes
2
to the
million on Instagram Live. I don't understand. That means that like a lot of people were on it. I don't want to say everybody, but everybody that was saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna look at this shit." Some of them were watching it. Had to be.
yeah, 2 million
yes,
people watching a live is a lot of people. That is a
you
lot of
secretly
people.
you secretly rooting for that. In my eyes, you secretly rooting for that nigga because there's nothing that 6ix9ine can do that make me want to tune into what the fuck he got going on.
But somebody told me I was talking about it not too long ago. Somebody was like, just because he got 2 million people that was willing to click on a video just to see what he was gonna say, don't really mean he has like real power. Like he doesn't have any real like clout. We just want to see like what he's gonna
I
say next. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a groundbreaking thing that he got 2
I
million.
think a
That's
lot
what
of it was people trying to get in the comments and get a nice screenshot off too. Like, oh, let me see who's in here, and then circle
to
whoever the
the
fuck's
clout.
there.
It plays into the clout circle and it speaks to what you was just saying, Shad. Like, is it clout or is it credibility? Because
All right.
6ix9ine has a lot of clout, regardless if it's good clout, bad clout, whatever. Like, if you are a graphic designer and you want to shoot away your follow me if you want hot graphics in his like comment section of the IG live, like that would be a perfect place to do it because it's a clout circle. Like
but that's counterintuitive because Shy said he doesn't. Shy said his homeboy said he doesn't have any power, but if he has clout, therefore he has the power.
He has followers. People see if I'm on 6ix9ine shit and I'm promoting my shit, someone's going to see it. Like it's going to be seen, and that's the purpose of being a clout.
He was comparing it to the dude I was talking to was comparing it to like if you seen like a cop chase on live, like if you were on live and seen like a nigga who was like having a shootout, it would be like, yeah, everybody tuned in because they want to see like, oh shit, what's gonna happen next? But then once the candle's out, it's like nobody even remembers that. They be like, oh, that shit that I watched that was really nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like a here today, gone tomorrow type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I agree, but that's what.
That nigga will be here for a little while, and then he'll get murdered tragically, and TMZ will be the first one to know.
On the same 6ix9ine topic, how do y'all feel about what Tom Hanks' son, Jamaican Hanks, had to say about?
What did he say?
What did he say?
Yeah, what he said. Pretty much. Let's go to it, shall we? Let's see what.
And real quick.
Quick hits. I'll do the quick hits of what he said.
Real quick. While you look for that, Asia, I think what it is too with 6ix9ine is like if it's because everybody was giving him all the negative attention about snitching. That's why he came out and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna just ultimately troll because I know I got people who want to see me come out with something and they're gonna buy whether they like me or hate me, and I'm gonna troll y'all because y'all hate it so much." If we were like, "Oh, good for you, 6ix9ine, you got out of that gang and put those bad people away," he wouldn't be. It would be like, "Oh fuck." I can't come out and be like, yeah, I read it, because it would be like, what?
I want to point out another thing before Asia get into it too. I think that fuck, I lost it. Sorry. Let's get into it, Asia.
Hey, Joe, get that check, Joe.
You see the gray hair, bro? I'm losing it.
Get some fish oil, Joe, or something. Get some omega-3s, my nigga.
That nigga need to watch Brain Games on Netflix.
Bro, I have a problem.
Download the app, bro, because you losing it. But the quick hits for what Chet had to say, he said he literally told on the stand that the gangster image was a persona to boost my career, only to get out talking about upping 100 shots at the chicken spot. I don't even know what that means. And y'all still go for it. Don't be fooled by the social media dude is scared shitless, but has no choice but to laugh and make light of it because he knows he's a marked man for the rest of his life either way. It's more things that he said.
The 100 shots at the chicken spot. That's like a line in the song that 6ix9ine dropped.
Gotcha. I have no idea what that is.
I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I think the only reason that 6ix9ine is still a topic and he gets 2 million views and you get shit like that is because it's a content piece. Chet Hanks wouldn't have had nothing to post if 6ix9ine didn't do that shit. People was in that live trying to get 15 seconds to cut down and make into a Twitter clip that'll get retweets. Like it's just a nasty machine.
Chet Hanks is the powdered donut calling the powder other. Is the powdered donut calling the other powdered donut white? Really?
Yes, I would agree with that.
It's the sugar.
Is that what you think of?
The baking soda calling the
This nigga went from a kettle to a powdered donut on nigga.
You mean the baking
white equivalent?
Our white tape.
A refrigerator calling the fridge white, I guess. I don't know.
Powdered sugar calling crystallized sugar white.
You could just say the pot calling the kettle black, bro. You could just say
because it's not black.
Like we know what it means.
The phrase still stands.
What's the Hispanic equivalent to it?
I don't know what Chet Hanks got to say. He was fake speaking patois. Fuck what he got to say about anything related to it. And we been knew the gangster image was a persona. A lot of rappers that came out with it. Like even with matter of fact, Vlad kind of lowered that. He kind of took the veil off that with his personal interviews. People say, "Yeah, bro, I just really rap. I write this shit, but I don't really live it. It's just some shit I tell. So I still stories about."
I hate to be the white people guy again, but we know that he's not really a gangster. These white kids in the suburbs that's 13 listening to rap and they just hear him being aggressive on their own good beats. They don't know that he's not a gangster because they don't know that they're not gangsters.
He's not making music for gangsters. Like his music isn't for like niggas who like Jeezy or like they can be like, yeah, I don't do that shit, but you have a history. You have a history that kind of coincides with that shit. and you're making music for hood niggas. Like hood niggas are listening to your shit. I don't know if hood niggas are listening to 6ix9ine like that.
Well, hold on. I don't look. Am I making niggas for? Am I making music for hood niggas? Or is it so happen that I make music and hood niggas happen to listen to it?
Nah,
Right. There
T.I.
you go.
was a hood. T.I. was a hood ass nigga that converted into a rapper, and hood ass niggas fuck with T.I. Like,
I can tell you who
vice-
6ix9ine's making music for. I'm sorry to cut you off.
For the teeny boppers, that the suburban kids. He first of all, and then
That's where all the rainbow hair and snitch, rat emojis on his face come from. That ain't for hood niggas. That's for 14-year-old white boys.
I'm thinking about like this. Like we see how many images that like Snoop Dogg and like you don't view Snoop Dogg as a gangster anymore. Uncle Snoop.
But it is a gangster.
Is he?
It's the
That's not by chance.
As a rapper, we don't ask that you like you can sell drugs for a year and then rap about it for 100 years. Like we don't ask that you continue to sell the drugs, but we ask that you did legitimately do it at some point, or you know what I'm saying? Like we just ask that you lived it, even like in a way.
It's not a criteria. Like I'm not trying to live what you rap, so it's not a criteria for me for you to live. Oh yeah, bro, you gotta live that shit so I can live it too. No, I don't give a fuck. It's
not that you need it, it's that you like need it. Like you can tell when some shit is fake, and if you know it's fake, you're not really gonna listen to it like that. Like you know Jeezy's really talking about his shit, so you listen to Jeezy with integrity. Ain't nobody listening to 6ix9ine believing what he's saying. They just hear him.
I stopped listening to Jeezy ages ago, because Jeezy, he's a mogul. Like, nigga, you not living this life. I don't give a fuck about what you got to say.
That proves my point further.
That's not gangster shit to me.
But that's you.
Once he stopped living that shit, people stopped listening.
He been stopped living it though.
Right.
Exactly,
Ben stopped living it though.
And then
but he had the credibility that he did, which made his career.
That's what I'm saying. The history of it. Jay-Z ain't sold drugs in how long, but it don't matter because he's done it. We know about it. Cool. Rap about whatever.
Ain't rapping about drugs no more.
But he could drop some shit about it, and it'd be like, oh well, we know he has the knowledge of it.
Yeah.
You know
and he drops some nuggets every now and again.
Every once in a while,
he drops nuggets. He talks about owning buildings and art now. He doesn't talk about dropping
he'll talk about
like
slanging art. He'll talk about slanging art like them keys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, he's not talking about leaving a key of cocaine in a bush somewhere no more. He's talking about Dumbo and shit.
I think about it like this, bro. If you niggas really rapping what you live, you niggas would be in jail. The case of mine, that nigga T Grizzly, he would be in fucking jail. He'd be on the track openly snitching on himself. You cannot live that shit.
T Grizzly openly, like, he rap about certain cases though, like, and that's what I'm saying is what.
And his auntie got shot, bro. Like he's serious.
So T Grizzly probably don't live that shit no more, but it's fine. We know, like, damn, that nigga had an open case. We know that nigga was.
It's fine if he still drops bangers. If he ain't dropping bangers, then we ain't caring no more.
We don't give a fuck, right?
It's like wrestling has a strong following, strong culture, but everybody knows it's fucking fake. It's just like it's entertaining. That's what it is. That's what I compare rap to. Rap is compared to wrestling. We all know it's fake. It's just entertaining to listen to or watch.
Fair enough. We here for the theatrics. We here for the wordplay.
It's the same way for everything.
We here for the bars. Yeah.
Denzel wouldn't be Denzel without like a character. Like niggas sell characters all the time. Steve Carell sells a character.
Denzel would be still Denzel without Training Day though.
But he wouldn't be
my nigga.
Debate for another day.
But anyway, y'all got anything else to say about 6ix9ine? You remember when you remember in Boondocks when Riley was like, damn, who are you, Snitchy McRat?
We done on Snitchy McRat for the
yeah, nah, fuck 6ix9ine at this point. I pray for his safety because I don't want to see him die, but I feel like I'm gonna have to skip over that video of 6ix9ine gruesomely murdered on my timeline like 20 times.
I feel like you want to see him die, Joe. I feel like secretly, bro, you want to see that nigga dead.
But I don't want to see him dead, but I would relish in it if they're like, oh, 6ix9ine took witness protection and disappeared to Costa Rica. I would enjoy that shit, bro. I would love it.
Get your money, young man. Niggas want to keep feeding it to you, making you more popular, more richer. That's what they want to do. I can't knock the hustle, G.
Yeah, correct.
He's winning either way because he got us to talk about him 15 minutes. So.
Exactly. Exactly. And on that note, we moving the fuck on. Let's do quick hits, man. I got one to start us off. Future is trying to repopulate his goddamn self. He said, "Fuck that. I got something for this Earth shit. I'm
He's
gonna
trying
have
to
babies
get
all
as
over."
many misogynistic a-holes as he can, bro, by any means.
How many babies is this? What are we up to?
8, I believe. I'm still looking for the
He got 8
particular.
kids. That nigga old as shit,
Future
bro.
now has 8 confirmed baby mamas out of 9. DNA test confirmed Future is the father of Eliza Rain and another woman's child as well. DNA test came out as 99.9%. Blah 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 blah.
I
What
will
the way I
say
found out about this story? We found out that he had another baby mama the day after Mother's Day, along with him.
yeah.
Hey man, sometimes it be like that, man. Damn,
I
that shit
do
is crazy.
appreciate Future's diversity when it comes to, at least he's not doing a carbon copy of himself. He's really trying to repopulate in
So
different
you
sections.
saying his collection is diverse?
His
Mm.
collection
Hey,
is diverse. I will give him that.
Niggas ain't shaming him for not using no rubber though.
No,
Yeah,
just you.
Asia.
bruh. I think some
Just,
niggas just have a call to just repopulate. Like some niggas when they in the pussy, bruh, just something in the back of their mind tell them like, nah, bruh,
you know
release
how
inside of this shit for sure.
when 50 was like, have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. When he was doing, like, if I have the money to blow, or not even blow, if I have the means to support a child, whether it be, hopefully it's a combination of financial support and
It is
emotional,
mostly financial.
but like, why not have a shitload of fucking kids? I mean, granted, he probably had a shitload of kids before he got famous and rich, but shit, why not? What else you got?
That
Hey,
nigga, look, bro. Go ahead, Shot.
I think that a lot of black women bash Future, but if you really think about it, bruh, Future is out there like single-handedly putting black women on. Like, here, bitch, you have a baby and like your life is now taken care of. Like, I got you. So really, he out there like being a personal stimulus package for
A
black women.
philanthropist.
Right, right. Like really out there
Is
taking care.
if these women ain't getting they fair due when it comes to the amount of support that they are getting. That would be shit. That
Well,
would be shit.
take
I'm
that up with the
interested.
judge.
I'm interested though.
I mean,
I thought he was still dating Lori Harvey. I didn't know he was fucking other bitches and broke up with Lori or whatnot, whatever it is. But
Oh, I just made that story
I
up
feel
because
like that would have been a Twitter story if he broke up with Lori. So I'm gonna say that he's still doing it.
this is an
Right.
old this is an old
This is a
situation.
1 year old. This
Like,
is a 1 year old baby.
yeah, this is one year old.
Boosie,
Oh,
Steven Jackson came out and said, "Bro, having multiple baby mamas is not the thing. It's a headache." So I don't get the thought process behind that. And like, if I was Future,
really?
bro, after a certain amount, if I know I ain't gonna pull out a bitch, I just snip my balls. Like, fuck it, bro. Let's go ahead and just call it a day.
Oh, you would
He
cut
has to
yourself.
keep the
Anybody
legacy.
else? I
I
Mm,
think
mean,
he's
I got
killing it
nothing.
for money and knows he's gonna die soon. And when he dies, he wants his legacy to continue, just in case.
But I hate that because your legacy could be the next Ted Bundy. It's not always gonna
I
be a good
mean,
thing.
he's still out there.
I hate that shit. I hate that legacy leaving shit.
hey man, but if you gonna be my legacy and you gonna be Ted Bundy, I mean, just be the best one. That's all I ask. If you gonna
It's Ted
serial
Bundy,
kill,
it's Ted
be
Bundy.
the best
He's
serial killer. It is, nigga. Like, what's up? Put us on the map, then. If you gonna do it, put us on the map.
best
All right.
at it.
All right, but let's move on. We got more quick hits. Arbery, they killed my boy while he was jogging. Sad situation, but they finally arrested the dudes who did it. Y'all think justice gonna be served? What do y'all
Fuck
think?
no.
Predict an outcome real quick for me.
All right, let me get mine off quick because it's gonna be bleak. They're gonna get to trial. They're gonna pull up some bullshit video like, oh, he was here doing this thing with some cigarillos and he smokes weed. People are gonna change perception because anytime that anything hits the media, there has to be one side, then everybody flips to the other side, then they flip back, and that's the decision. I don't know. I think those two white men who have connections in the police agency are gonna get off for killing a black guy. I'm so surprised.
Anybody
I
else?
feel like they were going to get off. The video would have never came out. So in every case, if there's a video to it, there you have some. You're most likely it's hard not to be convicted. I think in the case of Zimmerman and others like that, there was no visual evidence Case in point, there was a kid, the kid who died in Chicago, where he just got shot. They convicted the cop for killing him. It was on video that he shot the cop. He unnecessarily shot the kid. He's in jail now. So I feel like with seeing this video, seeing this kid run, he didn't have anything in his hand, anything visible in his hand, and you were just shooting at him.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a nail in the coffin. I don't see
Shot
how
him 3 times.
I don't see how you do not convict off of that, because it's damning. It's damning. I just seen
They're also not cops.
the
They just have
video.
police ties.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but I read that the video was actually, and I knew this when I first saw the video. Like the dude who was taking the video was a friend of the two white guys, and he leaked the video thinking that it would prove their innocence because he was quoted, I think, in saying like if he would have just froze, they wouldn't have shot. So like they leaked that video thinking it would help their case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Which is crazy as hell to even
It just
think
shows
that.
how ass backwards the mentality of white supremacy and racism is. It just shows you how fucked up in the head these people are.
It's funny because like I seen this little meme saying that it was white people arguing about we do not feel like being oppressed over this tyranny about quarantining, but then on the other hand saying, oh, you should have followed what the people said and just froze. It's a duality to it all. But back to the point of the guy who shot it, who was filming it, he was on with the Chris Cuomo on CNN. It was like his lawyer was like, the video was damning. My client had nothing to do with it and shit like that. He was also like shitting on his education and whatnot, saying he only got a high school education and the schools down here are shit. But he was saying like, yo, my client all he did was shoot the video, and it's more to it like, okay, how did you know to have your camera on while
Right.
during the chase? Like it's something more to it. Like it's premeditated at this point in time.
Right. You're right.
What they're trying to get out of, and including the person that shot the actual video footage, and that's what they're trying to get out of. But it's like, how can you, like, none of it's adding up.
I had not heard that perspective of how did he know to shoot the video until this point, and nigga, put his ass in jail too. Straight to the guillotine. Fuck him.
To jail too.
He was on, like I said, he was on with Chris Cuomo. He's trying to
not Chris Cuomo.
Distance himself away from the situation. Like, yo, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't pull any gun, anything like that. They've come out and said, yo, this video is horrible. It's tragic, but also I didn't pull any trigger. I shouldn't be prosecuted. That's what so they've already admitted. The person who shot the video is already backtracked saying, yo, this shit is horrible. Like,
and that's probably just his lawyer saying like, nigga,
Your
position in this, if I'm gonna get your ass off, this is the narrative we have to paint. I don't think that was his idea of it, because he wouldn't have leaked it. I'm pretty sure he leaked it before he got a lawyer, because the lawyer would have been like, whoa, we need to delete this. Like, this shit needs to not exist, because what the fuck is this that you just showed me? Like, you showed me a cold.
You weren't involved in this, and you just made yourself involved in this. Like, why?
In your car, you just so happen to be out during the same time with a man that you said that you don't know, but obviously y'all do know each other because y'all live in the same neighborhood and frequent the same places and know the same people, but you don't know this man, but you just so happen to have your video camera out.
That's Judge Asia for you. That's Judge Asia up there with her gavel. Like, so you mean to tell me? Right, she got the gavel like this. So you mean to tell me that?
So you paid him $40? Yeah, I know a crackhead.
Bro, you just look at your family like I'm going
crackhead.
I'm going to jail, y'all. Hey, y'all, I'm going to jail. Hey, let's move on. I got more quick hits for you, man. Me personally, I'm a Seinfeld fan. Comedic legend Jerry Stiller just died recently. You know what I'm saying? Father of Ben Stiller. Rest in peace, Jerry Stiller, man.
I actually didn't know until Ben Stiller said something about it. I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and maybe I should have, but R.I.P. to Jerry, because he was awesome in what was that? Kings and Queens. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he was in King of Queens, because I was like, I don't even know what he was in.
Yeah,
but he was in a lot of things.
I know Ben Stiller much more than Jerry.
Yeah, he was in a lot. He was in a lot for sure. So rest in peace, Jerry Stiller, man, comedic legend. What else we got? YouTube star died. Did y'all hear about that? The 25-year-old YouTube star, he died in a car accident.
Nope. No idea who that is.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, that's the parliament not being tuned into white news. That's It's a prime example of that
That's
right there.
more so of if I see death in the headline, I'm gonna slide away just off GP.
Let's move on. Let's move on to something a little more black. So Jill Scott and Erica Badu had a battle. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? Did anybody check it out? We got any highlights?
I was tuned
Who
in
won?
from start to finish, and I think the beauty of it when two women of their vibrating frequencies come together. I don't even think it was a battle. It was just like some deep cut woman feminine energy togetherness that was just dope
You
as
think
fuck. And
Badu is burning her pussy candle?
she probably was, and Jill probably had one shipped to her, and they
Ew.
all was just the essence of Badu's Badu's Badu.
Baduism.
Yep,
I heard Erica had a Bruce Lee movie playing in the background.
she
That's what
did.
I heard.
She
I
did.
think that's a dope.
It was very dope. It was very dope. And it was like obviously they weren't doing anything special but playing music from their Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, but it was
Did
just
you
dope to
like
see
it
the
more or
exchange.
less than, and I'm sorry to pit men and women against each other, did you like it more or less than Teddy Riley and Babyface?
It was just different. You can't really compare the two because it was a different exchange. Like the energy exchange was just different. Like the stories that they were like, I didn't know that what's that one song that Baby You Got Me? The If You Were Worried About What, I didn't know that that was one Jill Scott's first song that she's ever written. And
Damn, nigga.
Erica Badu was on the track because it was kind of like Jill's kind of segue into the industry. And that was the first and only song that Erica Badu performed by somebody else. Because Erica
Mm.
writes, I wouldn't have known that had I not tuned in and they shared that moment and all of those. So it was just like an exchange of friends kind of
I
going
saw
back
a
and
tweet
forth.
about that moment where there was like Jill said, "Oh, for a young unproven writer, she didn't have to do that," and Erica Badu was like, "I did have to do it for that reason," and I was like, "This shit is black.
So
Rub me
black.
some
So
cocoa
beautiful.
butter."
Yeah. Feel warm. It just makes you feel it was really good. And I hope that if this shit continues and they don't try to monetize and do other shit with it, I hope that the ones after that are kind of that storytelling element of a versus a battle. Like I hope because Nelly and Ludacris are supposed to come up on Saturday, and I hope that it's a similar exchange.
I
Ludacris
think
can do no right for me after watching John Henry on Netflix.
right, exactly. I think if it does become more of a like just an exchange versus like a battle, it would get more
Mm-hmm.
people to do it. Cause I know if it was me, I'd be scared to lose to a nigga. Like I'd be like, I don't really want to lose. But if we're just collaborating and like putting
Yeah,
on a good product, then I could go for that.
Hmm.
yeah, because they
Yeah.
changed the even in the marketing for it. It was like when it was Teddy Riley versus Babyface, when it was Lil Jon and T Pain, it was a battle. It was like a battle, but now it's more like a versus. I don't really know what the difference is because a versus a battle is the same thing to me.
I
But it
think
has
Versus is
You could
just a
call it
way
like
for
it's a
them to
lighter.
trademark it.
right. You could just
It's
call
a
it a mashup. It's just a
yeah.
I don't know shit.
I ain't
Mhm.
tuned into none of. I ain't tuned into none of this shit. Anything people hype up like that, I just automatically be like, yeah, I don't want to watch it. Well,
Right.
I'm happy.
I feel you on that, Tay.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Right.
not interested in hearing them play music back at me through IG Live. I'm just gonna. Oh,
It sound like a some type of impromptu MTV diary. Like they bringing that shit back. Like I'd rather just go and like I don't want to hear one music versus the other. I just want to hear your music in an intimate setting. I want to hear you perform in an intimate setting more so than hear your music played. Like I can do that shit with my goddamn self.
But you're not paying
Right.
for it. I can like I wouldn't want to do it if I had to pay for it. Like that's not this isn't something I think because of the timing. Obviously, we are in these COVID times. Like it's something that's supposed to be lighthearted. We all stuck together, like musicians, and even Erica even mentioned it. She was like, you think of like music artists as these like entities that aren't touchable, but we're essentially just I mean they get paid a lot but we're entrepreneurs so like right now we're not working like her work is going on tour it's having concerts it's going to festivals and performing at that and right now obviously that's not happening so it's like a lot of these music artists or just artists in general aren't working right now. So it's like something for them to do. And it's supposed to be lighthearted and fun. And it's kind of something for everybody at one time to be a part of something together.
A woman established as Erykah Badu, though, I don't think she's hurt for one. She's probably getting shit. She's probably getting money off royalties.
I didn't say that she was going broke. I just said in terms of making, like, from an entrepreneurial stand. If you just thought of it from like an entrepreneur, like, oh, okay, like you are an entrepreneur, like your source of income is your main source of income. Let me say that is doing those things, and right now that main source of income is stopped.
No, I don't think. I think it was. It's like I said. It's like kind of like an impromptu show, right? Because she's off them streams. She still got paid. Regardless, so you doing that, you got monetary value from it. You didn't pay for it, but you still indirectly paid for it by the streams that they got off the music that was played from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you still.
I thought you were saying they got paid off the IG streams, and I was about to say no.
They
Sorry.
got paid directly through the streams of it.
Right. All right. Well, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we can talk about this later.
Nah, I was going to close this out, man. I don't think I really got any more quick hits unless somebody else. I mean, I got a few, but I don't know if the pod want to talk about it. We got Robert Kraft auctioned off one of his Super Bowl rings to help with during the COVID times. You know what I'm saying? Trying to help out the people.
Robert Kraft one with the child pornography.
That's the owner of the what? That's the owner of the Patriots. I know he like the toots. I know he like a good prostitute every now and then.
Yeah, no, it was not child.
Yeah, I don't know about the child porn though, unless we're talking Pizzagate. But also, Finland has fiddled with universal basic income. Seems like it's had a good effect. A nigga like me's trying to get a little bread every month.
Let's see where it is.
Oh, we got Lizzo on the wheels. That's another one.
Bro,
Finland is this guy here. Finland's 2-year test of universal basic income is concluded. It doesn't seem to disincentivize work, benefits recipients, mental health, financial well-being, basically everything that we've been saying. Give niggas $1,000. Vote Andrew Yang next year. Cool.
Give niggas they bread, man.
Robert Kraft is worth $6.9 billion, bro. Why is he in the headline for auctioning off his goddamn Super Bowl ring? This nigga could have gave $1 billion and just still been all right, man. Fuck that shit. I'm tired of that right there.
It's because he don't give a fuck about that Super Bowl ring. What do I want this big garish ass ball of metal and diamonds for, nigga? Let me sell this bitch.
I think that's Tay's point. Like, you could have just gave the money. Like, why are you trying to make money from? Why are you trying to sell it? Just give it away. Like, you have it to give away.
Which brought me to this point, like how you heard about NBA players paying like for the staff and shit like that. Like Zion paid for 3 months for the staff and shit like that. When the team is owned by a billionaire. They can do the shit. They can afford to do it. Like, why are you doing this shit?
That billion ain't always liquid, but I feel you.
Nah,
I'm the biggest anti-billionaire.
They got more liquid than you though.
More liquid than I could ever hold in one hand. Like, fuck, nigga, these niggas is crazy.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's been another episode, man. I'm gonna close this out officially. I appreciate y'all joining the call, man. I feel like it's been like 2 weeks, man. We need to get back to our regular routine.
Miss y'all niggas.
Back.
RIP to Alton's stream, whatever the fuck happened to
RIP to Alton's internet
connection. AOL Live right now.
That nigga is asleep right now.
Right, Alton just gave up. Was like, man, fuck this shit.
That nigga said working on fixing it. He just said his laptop and said, fuck it, but I'm going for the night.
That was like that sometimes.
His mom had a we couldn't log back in. That's what happened.
As always, G, it's been a great conversing with y'all and whatnot. Asia get in the kitchen.
Hey, go build some shit.
I built some shit, cut the yard and everything.
This nigga said he cutting yards. Stop lying.
Edging and everything.
But all right, y'all boys. Until next time. Peace. Stay blessed.